Why did this dude just call me baby? Like, bro, I ain't seen you since 8th grade. I am not your baby.
Also, don't call me baby.
And also, don't call me baby. Oh, now he's in my DMs. Not opening that. If I what?
Like you said, baby. Don't call me baby. What did they?
Marcella.
Oh, it's Marcella. Just by her name.
I mean, you can call me baby if you're like, what's up, baby?
If
like,
I was a dude, I'd be
that's
like,
fine.
hey, Marcy.
Yeah, that works too. You can call me Hey Marcy. You can call me that. Everybody off the street, no, don't call me that. I don't know. Marcy's made for like people that I'm like I vibe. Like it's a different vibe. Marcy's a different vibe. So I just want to let you know that the cameras are rolling. Gotcha. Is your phone on vibrate too?
It is on vibrate.
Okay, great.
I don't understand how people don't live with their phones on vibrate.
You done?
I am
Let's get to the
done.
real.
This episode is brought to you by Jack's Cleaning Services, LLC. With over 12 years of service and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, there's no job too big or too small for Jack's Cleaning Services. Located in New London and servicing all of southeastern Connecticut, Jack's Cleaning offers a variety of services. From office buildings and restaurants to homes and apartments, Jack's Cleaning Services is the right choice for all your cleaning services. They even offer a COVID-19 deep cleaning and sanitation service. People, springtime is here, and it's time to schedule that deep cleaning service you've been meaning to do. Contact Jack's Cleaning Services LLC at 860-303-6700. That's 860-303-6700. Or visit them on the web at www.jackscleaningservicellc.com. That's Jack's Cleaning Services LLC, a female-owned and operated business.
Let's get to the real. So, guys, welcome to another episode of Unsexed. I have a very special guest with me today, the absolutely delicious and lovely Jamie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So just say hello to the people.
Hello. How are you? First time doing this.
So you've never been on a podcast before?
I've never been on a podcast before.
So the beautiful thing about this is that we get to talk our shit in any which way that we want to, and nobody really censors me. I'm not one to ever be censored. I don't.
Great. No. Free speech.
Yeah, it is very much so free speech, and I love that because I feel like it creates a platform for us to just kind of come on and talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. Yeah. You know. So how long have you been in Connecticut?
Too many years to count. Way too long. Just way too long.
Okay. So in terms of like going out, do you go out around here, or are you more like, no, I'm getting the hell out of here at this point?
I think when I was younger, I definitely loved to like go out to like, you know, bars or whatever. But I mean, I'm 25, so I don't know.
I'm just kind of over it.
That's old.
No, it's not. I'm 35 and I still go out from time to time.
Yeah.
Maybe like once or twice a week.
Yeah, that's definitely like maybe 3 or 4.
3 or 4?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's
But I'm
not too
35 with no kids though, so it's a little different. And I'm single, like very newly, absolutely 100%, like really single.
Well, now's your time to like be with yourself.
It 100% is, and I am like living in that and really starting to embrace it. I was like hit hard by 2 raggedy pieces of shit, you know that, and I can't even say they're. No, they're raggedy. I don't know. One, I feel like is very lost, and I feel bad, but not bad enough to be dragged to hell. And the other, I'm just like, you're just a lying sack of shit. Yeah. You're just a lying sack of shit. And I had like, he painted this ex-girlfriend to be this like complete psychopath. And I've always been one to believe like, no, there are women out there who are just legit like, bitch, you're tapped. But for the vast majority of women, we're crazy because you done something to make us that way. You know what I mean? Gaslighting, absolutely. And, you know, a lot of truth came out, and, you know, she she told a whole lot more than I'm sure he would ever wanted to have known. But now I just told old girl, I was like, you might want to go get checked for STDs because, you know, you've known about this one and that one and me, and I had no idea about any of you. But now it's like, it's one of those grotesque feelings when you find out, like, we agreed upon a monogamous situation and you didn't hold your end of that bargain, nor do you even care to address the situation. You're a raggedy piece of shit. And not for nothing, but don't play with my health. Don't play with my fucking health.
And that's like mental and physical health all day. I mean, I can totally relate with that. I actually have someone that I'm dating / a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
And he totally lied about being married and bought me my car and everything. And literally the only way his wife found out was he made the purchase, and now my name's in their divorce, and I may have to go to court. Imagine. Yeah.
So just literally dragging you through the mud, and
Yeah.
you had no idea. The lies,
I
the
mean,
fucking lies.
she's like in my Facebook messages, like commenting on my posts, like the whole nine.
like harassing you or trying to be chummy.
Oh, I mean, like trying to harass me, but I mean, it's definitely on some like your top type-ish, because it's like, you can't call me gold digger because your husband's not that rich, and
I didn't even know about you, bitch. So you can't call me a home wrecking gold digger if I didn't even know about you.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a really big.
An issue that needs to like.
I think that's a really big misconception that people have is like, okay, so if you're in a relationship with somebody and that relationship is broken, all of a sudden the other woman is the gold digger or she's the home wrecker. And it's like, honey, first of all, like, I didn't even know about you. And second of all, I was literally invited into your relationship and into your home through the front fucking door.
Front door.
I literally had a guy before who was in a whole committed relationship, had a kid and everything, and literally invited me through his front door. And I'm thinking, like, these are pictures of, like, his nephews and shit, because he was really big on, like, advertising his nephews. And I was like, oh, you have a nephew? And he's like, oh, no, that's my son. Whoa, bro. Whoa, like, you have a son? I was like, first of all, hold on. Like, I didn't even know you had a kid. But... And then I'm looking around and I was like, yeah, this shit is too clean and homey. Like, there's definitely a woman who
there's like
lives
Yankee candles everywhere.
Yeah,
like,
and then like, you know, you just got like really pretty frames. I was like, this is women's touch all over it. Like, bro, you have a whole happy family. What the fuck is I gotta go. But I don't understand the whole reason. Like, why lie? Like, and I guess like part of it is like, okay, I'm bad, and you know what I mean? Like, I understand. Like, I do create sexual desire, but you're really willing to throw away your whole fucking life? Like, not for nothing, but to me that screams loser. Like, yo, you suck at life. Like, you're a whole loser. Like, and it's not to say that like I'm not worth it, but at the end of the day, like, it obviously shows me that one, you know nothing of loyalty. So yeah, let me fall in love with you and go chase after you when you don't know shit about it. But then on top of that, like, you think that I'm gonna want you more since you can do this shit to me? Like, the fuck?
Not even. Can't even.
It's
wild. It's so wild. I actually had a guy who I had like an entanglement with. And we like did the whole cute, like, let's travel everywhere, like, let's go do everything. And it was really cute. And then, like, you know, I'm someone that like falls hard. But when I do fall hard, I'm like, I can't say like I love you or anything. I'm like, don't say you love them. I'm like, wait 30 minutes before like responding if it's been a long time. Like, don't let them know. Like, everyone's like,
pause,
crazy.
Think about it, reflect, and revisit that thought in half an hour.
Like half an hour. Like, don't trip. And, you know, he actually said it first. And then, you know, kept on saying it or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's cute, like, whatever. And then, you know, got to a point where it was like, the love was subpar. If you know what I mean? Like, if that hits with you, like, the love was not adequate.
You're not giving everything that screams love.
Like, you're not giving, like, love, you know?
Right.
Like, so then, you know, we were like, he had this whole breakdown. He was like, I just don't think I could do dating a trans girl. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, your dick is really great. So I was like, let's just keep doing that. And then he kept on, like, for 6 months it stopped. He stopped saying I love you. And then it started again. And I was like, what are we doing
Stop
here?
really. I said stop.
Like, I opened my eyes mid and was like, no, you don't. He's like, yes, I do. I'm like, okay, so.
I can't. It's stop telling me that. Like, stop it. Like, it's not love. This is literally just a really, really strong vibration in a sexual encounter, but that's all it is. So call a duck a duck. But then I'm a firm believer in, what is it called? It's dependency, codependency, sexual codependency, where you feel so strongly and the sex is so amazing. But at the end of the day, like, that just is what it is. Some people are like, oh, that's digmatized. No, it's kind of like when you can't see past the bullshit. I was never a point where I was like seeing past the bullshit. And I was just like, no, I'm so clouded by it. It's like, nah, you're full of shit, but this is some really good sex.
Yeah, like, I wonder, like, you know, it's called, like, rose-colored glasses, like, dick colors. Yeah. I feel like I support that even more than, like, you know, anything else. I feel like that's, like, ethical and non-monogamy, you know? Just like.
So wait, when you say that you support it, like, you're all for just really, really great sex?
Yeah, like, I feel like, you know, two people may not even like each other, you know? Like, I definitely do not respect some of the people that I've had great sex with.
He's like, you're a piece of shit, but your dick is great.
Yeah. I'm like, don't ask me for help or anything. You won't get it.
Right.
But that dick, though.
I appreciate the boundaries that you set there. Like, I'm never going to fall for you. You're never going to be anything but a great piece of ass. But I feel like even with that, sometimes you got to kind of be careful, because to me, it's like, it's all about transparency. Like, if you can just be honest about the shit that you do, you know, outside of what you and I do, I think that it provides a choice. You know what I mean? Whether you do or you don't want to deal with that. For me, I have a problem with lying about what the fuck you do, because if you lie about it, then you're leaving no room for me to make any choices and decisions for myself, and you just rob me of the right to know. And I feel like anytime that you are involved with someone sexually, you have a right to know. Granted, you don't have the right to know names, addresses, and phone numbers, but you have a right to know. Like, if this isn't monogamous, then call it what it is. And if I decide that I still want to have great sex with you, now at least I can be better prepared and equipped to be like, okay, well, obviously hard boundaries, no feelings, like, no, you're not staying the night. You know, you wrap it up every single fucking time, double back with some fucking, you know, birth control, whatever else you need, and just be safe about your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, the whole like dynamic of just lying about your shit, I'm like, I can't get over it.
Yeah.
So you grew up in
Nyack.
Nyack. Okay. And so that's primarily, that's very white dominant neighborhoods. At what age did you decide that you were going to start your journey in transitioning over to feminism?
I think, you know, I've been really blessed because I was adopted, you know, by people who are really open-minded.
That's beautiful.
So it was never like a pressure thing. Like, I mean, I feel like the only pressure was to, like, come out. But the wild thing is I've never had like I'm this. Like, I've never had like how so many people have like I'm gay. Like, I've never had that. Like, I've never even had like an I'm trans moment or anything.
Literally, it just free flowed right in.
Just free flowed. It was so gradual.
What an amazing set of parents you had. That is what. Shout out to Jamie's parents, okay? Shout out to Jamie's parents.
Nancy and Glenn, love them.
I think that it's really, really important for that love, you know, respect and appreciation to just let you be your organic self.
Yeah.
You know, because there are so many, you know, kids who, you know, come out to say, hey, you know, I know that this is who you thought I am, but I want to be my organic self. So this is who I really am. And they're like shunned by their families, their parents, their friends, their communities. I mean, we read about those stories all the time where you have kids who've like ended up, you know, severely beaten, sometimes even like death, you know, transpires because
Yeah.
they wanted to be their organic selves and were just told, no, we don't accept that.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's
so sad.
beautiful.
Yeah. And I'm just so lucky that my parents were just super open about I feel like I could have even like been more open to them about it, you know, and like ask them questions and have them like help me. But I just really did it all myself. I just wanted it to be really gradual and easy. Like, and I've worked with my doctor for like hormones. So I'm like, if I'm feeling like too crazed or like too plateaued or anything, I'm like, or if I'm even feeling like, this is like a whole other conversation for another day, but I feel like being trans, you live more than one life, and I've already lived more than one life before I was adopted.
Okay.
So now I'm at like 3, and I feel like that comes with guilt sometimes.
No.
So I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, maybe we should pause the brakes and just feel what's in the moment, you know?
I respect that. And I think that no matter who and how you identify in your sexuality and in your being, just being able to have those moments where you say, stop, like I'm feeling a whole lot right now. And let me feel everything I need to feel right now and just
Yeah.
be in the moment, like super raw, just right here in this moment, feel what I need to feel. Because I feel like that's when growth kind of transpires, when you start to feel that discomfort in a comfortable place, you know, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, really being able to sit with yourself and
Yeah.
have honest conversations with you. And I know for me, like, it's not always easy because my thoughts will swirl and you know, 1,000 miles a minute. And I'm just like, stop.
Like, yeah,
Breathe.
it's wild. But to like answer your question and to like ergo all of that, I think I started my sophomore year of high school because there was another trans girl there, and we don't give names, but I don't even remember her name. But I was just like, wow, that's really cool, like, you know, and it all clicked for me right then. I was like, you know, because I was super femme guy. I was like leggings, tribal leggings.
Yes.
Remember this?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
What was it? A Lululemon?
Rue 21.
Okay.
So we don't remember those years.
I do remember. I clearly remember those years. Yes, I do.
Well, I've given myself a lobotomy. But no, I started in my sophomore year, and then, you know, it was really crazy because I definitely saw how people treated her. And, you know, it was just really like, oh, like you're like extraterrestrial. And I'm like, that's so weird because it's like, you know, this is someone that like you've gone to school with
Your
for
whole life.
your whole life. And now they're changing and progressing and, you know, coming to literally their own. And like, that's strange to you.
Right. And I think instead of it being, and I guess I'm going to play devil's advocate where I feel like some people may feel like they were robbed of your truth. And it's, I don't know that it's always, and I'm not speaking for everybody who throws shade at all, but I know that there are a select few out there who are like, I just wish that you would have been organically you from the get-go. And I
Yeah.
feel like you robbed me and yourself of this opportunity to be absolutely glorious.
Yeah.
Because you felt like you couldn't say something. So almost like a little bit of hurt there. And then you just
Yeah.
get those ignorant assholes who are just like so completely biased towards anything that's different, anyone that's different,
Oh my gosh,
you know.
yeah.
And to me, that spells like, it's just not. And then it's those same fucking people, I feel like, who also like to downplay a lot of their own homosexual tendencies. And
Yeah.
that shit kills me because, so I have other friends who are trans as well. And I've heard stories, like, especially throughout the 860, about undercover brothers.
Get into it. I mean, I definitely, you know, I feel like this is so great. You know, I'm on my first podcast publicly. I've definitely had a whole lot of tumultuous, you know, aspects on this. I think, like, you know, do you remember when Finstas were a thing? Do we all remember
Finsters?
when Finstas, like fake
Finstas.
Instagrams?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
And so I had one, and like, you know, I was in high school, and it was really, you know, I think, you know, I was just different, you know, and at the same time I had respect, but at the same time I was definitely being bullied, you know. So I, you know, thought in my head kind of like a all press is good press thing, you know,
Yeah.
like this will make me popular. And I would like out a couple guys or whatever. And that was like something, even to this day, I like fully regret, you know. But I think, you know, on the other hand, it's like 2022, and you know, and it's never right ever to like out anyone because you don't know how their family will take it.
Right.
You know, but I just feel like, you know, there has to be a level of respect. You know, I feel like there's DL and then there's discreet. You know.
Yep, and they're totally different.
And
Down
they're
low is
totally
you don't want
different.
anybody to know anything because
Yeah.
it almost comes from a place of like shame and embarrassment.
Exactly. Like you
Okay.
don't want to make any connection. You know.
And you're still not living in your truth by any means. Whereas
Yeah.
discreet, I'm discreet about my relationships and who I deal with. You've never heard me drop a name on here. I might talk about dates, people that I've dated, even some of like the best sex I've ever had. Yeah, I will absolutely 100% leave my viewers guessing as to who that could be. Because it's just not, for me, I'm a little bit more discreet in that sense. Of,
Yeah.
You know, no face, no case. Like, you can be
definitely
like,
am
oh,
too.
Marcia, remember on episode 13 you talked about, yeah, but you still can't tell me who it was with.
She
And you
said what
never
she
will.
said.
And you never will. That's not your business. Everything about me isn't for public display. I don't
Yeah.
feel like I share a whole lot with people, but that's not for everybody. But it's definitely not me being shameful about who I am and what I've done. Like, call a duck a duck. I had a dude who tried to approach me to try to shame me about some shit I did when I was fucking 20 years old. Bro, I'm 35, okay?
You're oppressed and have issues.
I'm 35. Like, first of all, you're not embarrassing or shaming me about anything because I don't lie about who I am and what I've done and where I've come from. Are some things to me like little less tasteful than others? Sure. But if you haven't done anything that you're not proud of, I'd rather not even be in your company because to
Right.
me that spells that one, you're not accountable. You're a human being, so you're not accountable for your own actions. Two, you a lying sack of shit. And for this dude in particular, I was like, bro, you know I know who you are, right? Like, you know, like I know a couple things about you. The fuck you coming over here trying to shame me for it? It don't work that way.
Let's not run it.
You're not shaming me about shit.
Yeah.
If I did it, I did it. And I'm a whole human being. Like, I've learned and I've grown from my shit, but I'll be goddamned if any of you out there ever try to make me feel guilty for who I am. Shit.
That's like
Shit.
the biggest thing in the 860.
It is. It really is.
That, like, you know, and I've like come to this, maybe it was like last year, maybe year before, but I like have it full on text programmed in my head. And it's like, do you think I want to be seen out with you? Looking like this?
Yeah.
Like, I don't, you know, I think it's funny how DL guys are like, oh, I don't want to be seen or like hear anything, but it's like, you think I want to be seen around or known like I'm like messing around or debasing myself
Yeah.
with someone that like
Know your role,
can't
bro.
be. Yeah, know your
Know
role.
your
Know
role.
and play your role.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that that's become a huge overinflated sense of self and ego. And I think women, especially like where we're
complex.
at, we've allowed a lot. And I'll say even for men too, like there are people who are genuine, really, really, really good people. And you just allow motherfuckers to get away with shit that you're like, what are you doing? What are we doing? Like, for me, I stopped enabling. Like, dude, you got a girlfriend at home? Oh, you got a girlfriend at home and you over here, oh, you want to buy me this and you want to buy me that? Thanks for those Jordans, by the way, boo. You know, you want to buy me this and buy me that and, you know, flaunt me around your family and friends. Dude, you got a girlfriend at home. Like, I don't want to be seen with you like that.
That's how I
You're
felt
not
with
about to be
God.
sitting here, like, embarrassing me to have people think that I'm some glorified side bitch. No, honey, I'm a headliner, okay? I'm not the opening act. I'm a headliner. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's
and you
my
goddamn
whole
right. Like, I'm sure people will, you know, even that line and saying that. Well, who does she think she is? I'm Marcella, okay,
Everything.
motherfucker? I'm everything, okay? I'm the sun, the moon, and the goddamn stars,
Alpha and
okay?
Omega.
And at the end of the day, I got some people who are like, oh, she's so extra. No, bitch, I'm deluxe. Get it right. Get it right, okay?
And get it together.
Okay, and get it together. And get it together. Like you look at it from a lens like, well, she's so this and she's so that. You hear yourself? Like, yo, retrain your thoughts
You're pressed. For what though? Live your life.
and live and let live. Like, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want to do regardless. Like, so you being mad and upset and angry because I live the way I live, like, I'm stress free. And I've made it a point to work so hard to get here that it's like, even for one dude, like, y'all, I felt so bad for him. He was going through so much, like, and it was heavy. It was heavy stuff. I'll feel bad for you all day long, but you're not dragging me to hell with you. My peace, my inner peace is everything to me. And I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me. Not the bitches who low key watch my show. Who does she think she is? Meanwhile, you comment on shit that's got to do with me. If it's got to do with me and somebody else, you'll comment and big up the other person, but like want to throw shade at me. Like, you're so miserable. Like, stop it. But I feel bad for these people. And I know most people are like, man, fuck them haters. And I'm like, y'all, I pray for you. Like, I pray for you. You are so miserable. I pray for you.
To those girls, run up those numbers.
That part.
Run up those comments. Run up them likes.
I once had a girl. So I had a guest on one day, and you know, we were both like, you know, really hyping the shit out of, you know, our episode coming up. We were so excited, and we had a chick who posted. She was like, "Well, you're gonna be the best part of it anyway, so I guess I'll watch." You're watching anyway.
But also, like,
you're watching anyway. I had a party that Unsexed had taken part in, and you know, she thanked the other guy, my partner, in that. She's like, yeah, you did have a really good party. You understand that money that you paid at the door, half of it went into my pocket. Either way, I appreciate you. But it's like, you guys throw unnecessary shade, and you think that it phases me in a way that, like, yo, I sit back and I'm like, oh my God, my feelings are hurt. And I'm just like, no, bitch, I legitimately pray for you. Like, you are so disturbed in your soul, and it's sad. Like, I feel bad for you. I'm like, damn, like,
nothing about sneak shade like hurts me at all. Because if you don't have the balls to say it to my face and get smacked, like, I
don't give it. You don't have to say it to my face. Like, at the end of the day, that's not. I'm like super non-confrontational. Yeah. Like, granted, like, I'm not gonna let you sit here and point your fingers in my face. That's a different story. But like, I don't care about like the shade that you throw.
Yeah.
You throw shade because you have a problem with somebody else standing in sunlight. It's, you want me to sit in shade with you? I don't know. I'm built a little different in a sense of I don't feel the need to be confrontational. Now, like, I'll let you know, like, yeah, I see you throwing shade, but I also got to let you know that shit don't keep me up at night. Like, and I feel like I've even addressed it enough right here. Like, but I just know, like, yo, if you're watching this and you're throwing shade at me, you don't hurt my feelings, but I pray for you, miserable bitches.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely been better about being confrontational, and I don't slap people.
I think you're lying.
But
I think you're lying.
Well, I slapped my first person in over like 4 years, and it was that guy that, you know,
with the marriage, the whole
marriage.
Yeah.
You know, ergo, rewind back to what we were just talking about. You know. Like, I'm not some glorified, you know, mistress or something, you know.
That part. But you're a human being. Like, what the fuck?
And it's like, you know, I even was like, you had 2.5 years to tell me. But still wants to catch an attitude with me. Like, no.
Oh, so gaslighting?
Yeah, so I had to remove myself.
Oh.
Yeah, like, he called me 2 to 5 times over, like, 2 days. And I was like, I just literally could not think about you and not get agitated. So I didn't talk to you. That part.
And so then you get like the whole, well, what were you doing? And you must be seeing somebody else. Like, my loyalty is not on trial.
I'm a grown-ass woman. I can do whatever I want.
Single.
Independent.
And this is my whole thing, though. It's like, when you're single, don't question me. You want to make it real? You want to make it official? You want to have that kind of title in my life where you might be able to ask me something and come correct still? Then make something of it. But I'm so sick of these entitled motherfuckers thinking that they can just ask you anything that you want. Motherfucker, I'm single, okay? You and I have not come to any kind of an agreement of being in a committed relationship to each other where I might feel the need to explain myself to you.
110%. Also, to men who are like, being dogs out there, don't press your girl about anything. Because that's my thing. I'm like, how are you going to be pressing someone about something, but you're literally cheating?
Make that shit make sense, please.
Make it make sense.
I didn't even say it. Jamie said it.
I'm going to make my sugar daddy watch this.
Jamie said it.
SD, you're going to watch this. And we're going to have many, like, TED Talks about this segment right here.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Like, the I couldn't even call it hypocrisy, you know, because he would be like, because I'm not, like, a lovey-dovey type of girl. I like all my relationships to feel like friendships, you know, like best friends, you know. But, like, would like be like, you're the worst girlfriend. And I'm like, now thinking in my brain, I'm like, how was I the worst girlfriend when we met and you didn't even start your divorce?
I wasn't ever a girlfriend, apparently, dude.
Yeah,
Like, get out of here. So full of shit. So full of shit. So full of shit. And for me, it's just the disrespect, I think, all around that I feel like trans women receive. You know, if you're into me, then be into me. And acknowledge that I'm a human being with thoughts and feelings, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess for me, for the conversations that I've had with other women, it's always about how, okay, well, I want you here, but not like this. And I want you here like this, but not like that. And I want to be able to talk to you and tell you all these sweet things, but when we're public, I need you to walk past me like you don't know me. And I'm like, do you understand? Like, she's very confident in who she is. She's not confused. And she's a fucking human being. Treat her with dignity, morality, and respect.
I think there's so much self-respect, you know, that and it almost gives you like an arrogant high, you know, but it's not arrogant to have all the self-respect for yourself in the world.
No, yeah.
You know, because this is going to come off really cocky, but I've definitely, you know, accomplished a lot in my life, you know, publicly and privately, you know. So it's like, I'll be damned if like, I'm going to let you treat me like I'm some bumpkin ass bitch.
Yeah.
Like, no.
And I think, so like when you talk about like the growth within self, like what does that look like for you?
I think in 2022, it looks like, you know, just being really forwardly honest, even if it's almost to like a fault, you know, because, you know, even like I'll be like, that was too honest, you know, like I could have reworded that differently. I could have like made my point in a different way. But at the end of the day, you let it be known that like you know, this is how I feel. Like oh my gosh, another 860 deal.
Let's talk about it.
Recently he's been really like forwardly nice to me. It's like saying like things like, oh, like I miss like chatting, like, or just like I miss you. And it's like, we've been DL since the coup in Norwich. Like, I don't understand. Like, we've never had that vibe. Like, you know,
Just talking and conversing on a daily.
like never, ever that, ever. So it's like, I feel like it's like backwards, like fake love, you know?
It's just phony. Like, what do you want? What do you want?
Like, and like,
What?
even to the point of where like, I even told him, I was like, I don't feel a need to respond to you, like if I'm busy, because it's either sex or you want to smoke, and I have plenty of friends to do that. But when none of them are around, then sure, like let's entertain and let's have fun. Like let's
But you just know like you're kind of a last resort.
you
Yeah.
know. And he hasn't texted me back, which is unfortunate. I texted him back.
So maybe he got in his feelings a little bit.
I think so, but I think that's like a learning experience for men, and it's like maybe like the dominatrix in me, you know. I really like to call out, you know, just like you're acting like this and it's like trash. Like you can't go through your life, you know, thinking, oh, like I'm gonna be like this DL person, and then like expect, you know, earth-shattering motherly like coddling and love and like, you know, bubbliness. Like I'm not.
No.
That's, you don't ever. And if you're someone that gives that, you know, then no.
But I feel like that's still like it's almost enabling. Like you're allowing people
Yeah.
to treat you with disrespect, which in turn teaches them that it's okay to treat everyone like that. And then you meet strong women, and it's kind of like, oh my God, she doesn't. What I don't understand. And then now all of a sudden you're a little psychopath because you're wildly attracted to a woman who sets boundaries. And the whole time we're over here like, I should be running from you right now because you're toxic as fuck.
Or just like bored, falling asleep at the table. Just like,
That's terrible.
oh,
Yeah,
no.
not a fan. So I have some topics that the peeps on Unsexed wanted to talk about. So if I can pull this shit up, hold on.
I have
Sorry,
a good
folks.
game of 20 questions.
I have lots of games that I like to play. Hell, I do. I have lots of games.
Also, men, if you're talking to a multitude of women, don't ask 20 questions.
What should they do instead, Jamie?
They should buy flowers, buy Reese's, you know, take you out, you know, or explain themselves, or just be honest, you know, be like, hey, this is what's going on.
Yeah, I actually put up a post on Facebook the other day with like, it was Webster's, Oxford, and even Urban Dictionary, all three of their definitions of loyalty, which pretty much ran in the same. And I was like, well, since nowadays everybody's got different fucking definitions of it, I feel like I should just set the bar now. Like, if you can't follow this, leave me alone.
No, but like, can we for real talk about it for a moment? Because like, mind burst. Like, what happened to like respect and like loyalty? You know, like how does it like? Because men will be like, I mean, this sounds crazy in itself, but they'll be like, I fuck with you, but I have a main girl, but like I fuck with you, girl. Like, you know, like why would you say like or do something? And it's like, what are you talking about?
You got a main bitch, like, and oh yeah, she's mad loyal, and you know I can't leave her because she's been there for me. But you cheat on her, you raggedy piece of shit.
Or I'm DL, like, okay, then get back in the closet. Like,
Go back in look, that part, get back in the closet. Get back in the closet.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a woman, like, other than the whole entanglement with the married couple, have you ever had a woman that you've had to explain to her, like, honey, your man's bi?
well, first off, it'd be heteroflexible to
Okay,
be
thank
into
you for
someone
that.
who's trans. And I feel like that's like, you know, the sex topic of like 2022 is like bisexuality and heteroflexible.
Heteroflexible. I
So,
appreciate that.
yeah,
Thank you.
Bisexual would be, you know, someone who's also looking for like masculine qualities.
Okay.
You know, heteroflexible would be, you know, okay, you like someone who's trans.
Okay. So you like your women literally with
The best of
with
both
everything,
worlds.
with everything, the best
Yeah.
of both worlds. Okay. Okay.
Like
I
Hannah
appreciate
Montana.
you teaching me because you know I don't ever want to come off as ignorant or disrespectful. Ever.
Ever. It's
not
really
ever.
important to just feel like you can say whatever, you know, because, you know, if you get corrected, you know, you learn something.
Absolutely. So it's heteroflexible. I appreciate that.
Heteroflexible.
That is a man who dates women and is also interested in trans women. We learn something new on the show all the time. I appreciate you, baby. So have you had to ever have that conversation with women to be like, yes, your man he's heteroflexible?
I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I definitely have, but I think that it's just it's so short, and it's like, you know, it's like, to explain it is like ding dong dish with like poop, you know, but like you just stand there after. It's like the shit's already on my doorstep. So what are we confused about? That's like the best way I can explain that. Just like,
Jimmy, I love you.
but seriously, it's
No.
like you're already on my
Oh,
Instagram,
shit.
you know?
You know what it is,
So,
shorty. Like,
you know, I don't know what to tell you. You have his phone in your hands. Like,
you can't unsee what you saw.
Yeah.
What do we need to talk about?
but oh, well, I guess I've had one and another one or whatever, and I don't really know. It's kind of similar to like your situation, you know?
Oh my God.
She's just really complicit with it, you know? And it's just, I feel like even weird, you know?
It's like, I
'Cause,
don't wanna
yeah,
share.
like, I mean, I don't mind sharing, but it's just weird that, like, you know, you have all this drama going on over here. Like,
I don't want to be a focal point of that.
yeah, I mean, I don't think in this case, I think like, let's dive into like, you know, that aspect. I feel like it's not like what you said. It's more so like, because there has to be deeper issues, you know? Because like there has to be issues before you know?
Absolutely.
Like you can't, like no one's ever like the sole focal,
Right.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't really know what their issues are, but then they had a baby. So
Even after you? Mm-hmm. So they worked it out.
No.
Oh.
So I don't know. Who knows?
Y'all be so messy.
So messy.
Y'all be, you felt like he cheated on you. Reached out to you. Y'all had a baby. And you still ain't happy? That sounds like a whole relationship full of Band-Aids. Mm-hmm. So nobody ever really stopped the bleeding. Y'all was just putting Band-Aids on oozing wounds.
Yeah, but that's who came first, the marriage or the baby.
What?
Who came first, the marriage or the baby?
So he said, who came first, the marriage or the baby? Great question. Either way, the baby was there. And now that kid's got to live a fucked up life with two parents who couldn't seem to get their shit together to communicate effectively or decide to just fucking part ways because it wasn't working from the get-go. I don't agree with that shit either. And I tell you this much. Maybe I am single because while I do absolutely believe in fighting for what you want, I do not and will not ever stand in a fucking ring by myself while you sit on the sidelines waiting to decide if you even want to put your goddamn gloves on. At the end of the day, I'll throw him in the ring and I'm walking off. God rest his soul. My grandfather told me when I was 22, 23, and I went through, it was literally the worst heartbreak of my life. And my grandfather said to me, he said, don't you ever stay with a man who is unsure as to whether or not he wants to be with you. And that really resonated, and I never have. The minute that I sense you love me, you're not in love with me, you're not really here for me, I'm gone. I'll walk away with my dignity and my respect, and I'm good. I'm all set with that. But now I feel like everybody wants to be complacent with their shit. Okay, so you love her, but you're not in love, or you love him, but you're not in love. So rather than just say what the fuck it is, y'all want to turn around and cheat. I don't respect that shit. I don't respect it. There's no loyalty in that. There's nothing that's commendable in that. You are a scared ass little piece of shit, and you would rather just be complacent, and then you have the audacity to bring children into the equation, knowing damn well your shit ain't even right. How dare you? And then somebody like me, I get to sit here and help pick up the pieces from your kids who are completely fucking ripped to shreds. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Don't want to deal with the ramifications of your fucking actions. So quick to want to sit in an uncomfortable situation because it's just comfortably uncomfortable. Nothing grows in a comfort zone. Nothing grows. It is stagnancy. You cannot grow there. My comfort zone for literally the last 4 years has been being single. I've had my toxic shit in between. I've had cool shit in between. I've also had a lot of me time of getting to know me in between. And my biggest fear right now, I'm afraid that I'm going to be so goddamn comfortable with being single that I might look at men and be like, maybe none of you guys are ever going to be worth it. I don't want to get to that place in my life. So I'm like, something's got to give. I just won't date around this motherfucker no more because people are just washed up. You get this one slept with this one sleeping with this one and 3 other bitches, this one sleeping with this one and 3 other bitches, and
the whole mutual
it's too
friends
much.
list,
It's too much. It's too much. Like, but then I also know that there are very good men out here. There really are. And for me to meet the man that I have manifested and I want to receive, I know that I've also had to be ready and able to receive that, not blocked off from it, but able to receive it. You know, there was a saying that used to go around that was like, well, the right man is going to knock down all those walls, but why, sis, if he didn't build them? Have boundaries, no doubt, but don't create walls that are so high that when men approach that wall, he's like, this is just too high. I can't do it. And don't call him a real man if he decides that he doesn't want to. Heal thyself. Fix thyself. Nurture yourself. Love yourself.
Educate yourself about yourself.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just got goosebumps.
I sure did.
I feel like you said that just for me. She said that just for me. Jamie said that just for me. Educate yourself about yourself. And I think that's important too, because I definitely fell into this mental space of like, how the fuck could you allow this to happen? And I'm like, no, you didn't allow shit to happen. You were manipulated, not once but twice. You were manipulated into thinking that things were one thing when they were complete and total opposites. And I don't respect that. So I will just gladly be like, y'all ain't shit. But then also in that realization of like taking that deep breath in and sitting with that discomfort and, you know, realizing like you're beating yourself up right now for something that you really had no control over.
Yeah. Or with someone that, like, you know, didn't even have that intent to start off with, you know?
Yeah. You were just going to do what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it, having that cake and eating it too. And I'm over here like, I hope your cake catches fire in the oven and it burns your whole house down.
Yeah. It's truly wild.
And then getting over that and being like, you know what? I hope that you enjoy your cake. I'm going to go live my life now. Okay.
20
Whoa.
questions. That is a really
So Elena Jean says, what is this obsession people have lately with eating ass? Mofos get pissed if you double dip a chip and then go lick someone's asshole. I don't get it.
Wow, listen, those men are a special breed because that's the biggest hypocrisy ever.
What?
Like getting mad at double chipping, but then you're gonna eat ass. Just
Double dip that chip, or let them double dip that
dip that
chip.
chip.
Okay, enough. You ate the booty hole. You ate the
Mind-
booty. You
mind
ate
you-
the booty hole. You ate the booty hole.
you eat the booty hole. But I don't think it's like so much of like a now obsession as though like, you know, ass is just everywhere now.
I think it's I'll be honest with you. I think it's an obsession. I actually had a homeboy on Facebook who like, we used to tag each other in all kinds of like assy and stuff. He was so anti eating booty. And I was like, bro, like, I need you to man the fuck up and just do it to your girl one day. Like, I need you to do it. And they like went so far as people like legit thought we were sleeping together. Me and him just had this thing going back and forth. We were legit just like, it was just this funny thing where he was so like, yo, y'all niggas is nasty out here eating ass. And I'm over here like, you better man up and try that shit, boy. You better do it. You better do it. Then it actually ended up coming out like that, you know, he wasn't totally anti it. He was just anti everybody else doing it to everybody else.
It is kind of an obsession now. But I mean, asses are just getting better and better, you know, as our age progresses on.
Have you ever gotten waxed before?
No. But I feel like that, I don't know. I would not get my butt waxed only for the fact that I burned it with Nair one time. Stop laughing so hard.
You burned your butt.
I left it on for like 30 seconds too long. I was rushing. I was getting ready.
If you have never burnt your... So for me, I've burnt my mustache with fucking Nair before. And then I'm walking around all day with this Kool-Aid mustache looking like thing because I was huge.
But imagine it being on your butt and you wear lace
It's such
panties.
a bad chemical burning.
And you wear lace panties, so you're like going around scratching your butt on everything. Like you have worms, like your name is Fido. That was 5 years ago, and I'll never do it again. Never. People are like, should I use Nair? I'm like, no. I'm like, if you do, use Nair and then call person control.
Wait. So look, so I used to work at the spa, right? It's a really, really nice spa, one of the casinos. And I started doing waxing. And so like in doing that, like one of the estheticians was like, well, have you ever had a Brazilian? And I was like, no. And so she's like, well, grow it out for a couple weeks and we'll do it. So I did it. Painful the first time, yes. But after that, like it just gets easier and easier each time. My favorite part of getting a Brazilian, though, right? It's mild. Like as long as you have like somebody good, like when you rip the wax off, you have to apply pressure with your hand. So like I'm ripping it off right here, immediately applying pressure, and it takes away the sting that comes with it. But I'll be honest with you, like the best part about getting a Brazilian, ladies, if you know, you know. The best part is getting your ass waxed. It is such a pleasurable experience.
Like the group chats I've been in. Wild.
Ask. If you don't know, ask. Ask a friend who has Brazilians. So like the difference, and I tell people, they're like, well, what's the difference between a bikini and a Brazilian? A bikini wax is just the car wash. A Brazilian is detailed. It's getting it detailed. So it's the difference between getting your car just, you know, run through the car wash and then getting it detailed like inside and out. But it's like the best feeling ever, like getting your ass waxed. I highly advise it. Like ladies, if you have never gotten waxing done before, first of all, your hair doesn't grow back as fast. It grows back super baby smooth and it lasts. And then if you have like razor bumps and stuff like that, it really, really, really helps with the way, because it's different. The way that your hair grows back from the root, like all the way up and through, it really does make a difference the way that it comes out of your skin.
And such.
Yes, it absolutely does. So to answer you, Elena, I think we both agree. Like, yeah, if you're mad that somebody double dips a chip and you eat asshole, like, take it down a couple notches, Karen, okay?
Also, everyone should eat ass. Everyone.
Everyone should eat ass. You're right. All right. What fetishes do you like or are you into?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I think just like tip play, like annoyingly sometimes, like I've like dated a guy or whatever and he's like pinch my nipples. I'm like, stop. I'm like, we have to go into this restaurant. Like, we can't do this.
So but you enjoy pinching another man?
Yeah, like
okay.
Like having my tits played with, like my nipples pinched and all of that.
I don't mind it. One time I actually pinched my own nipples so hard they were sore for like a week.
I've done that.
Yeah, I wasn't very...
Multiple times.
I mean, it made me laugh every time I like skidded over it. I was like, ow.
You're like, oh my gosh.
I like it. I like it. For me, a fetish has to be, I love restraints and anything that involves like
So like bondage.
Bondage, yes. I love restraints and bondage. I don't like getting beat, but I do really like
A little tussle.
touch, like physical touch. Foreplay, huge. But I'm also kind of diving deeper into the land of different fetishes of fetdom, and seeing just what's what and out there. Like, I'm so curious about all of it. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Another episode.
AJ says, if I'm riding down the river in a canoe going northwest, how much pancake mix do I need to make a waffle?
Too much. Way too many carbs. Way too many carbs.
Why is height important?
It's not.
It is.
Is it?
For me, it is.
I feel like... Okay, first off, we're going to tackle this right now, people. Rosie Huntington, do you know her?
No, who's Rosie Huntington?
She's
do I need
like,
to Google her right now?
yeah, do it.
Okay.
Do it.
All right,
You're going to
Rosie
see
Huntington.
my exact point.
Okay, hold on. I totally just pulled up a St. Andrew's
She's
cross.
a Victoria's Secret model who is like twice the size of Bruce Willis.
Rosie Huntington Whiteley?
Yeah. And she's married to Bruce Willis, right?
No,
No,
she's married
that sexy guy.
Oh my God, the fuck is his name? Hold on.
gorgeous.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, she
yes.
definitely does tower
Jason
over him.
Statham.
Yeah, she's got like 4 inches on him.
Exactly. So I feel like as a tall girl, you know, it's all about masculinity.
It is. And for me, that's part. So like I'm 5'6", and for me, I always wanted to date a man that was taller than me and could really like wrap his arms around me, because there's something about safety and security with height that like really, it like calms my soul.
Yeah.
I've never dated anybody shorter than me. Never really been interested in that, to be honest. Like it's not the yin to my yang, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna yuck anybody else's yum, but it's just not my jam.
I think, you know, you could even be like changed one day, because I definitely was the same way when I first started dating. And then I was just kind of like, I think I went on like a Tinder date.
Yeah.
And, you know, mofos know their ankles. Don't let them act like they don't know how to take a photo.
Yeah.
But he made himself look really tall, which I still don't understand to this day. But no, he was just like, it was just such a masculine energy, you know, that like I didn't even think about it.
Okay.
But I guess it is kind of important.
If
it matters to you, it's important.
Yeah. I mean, and some people are like, nope, doesn't matter to me. I think it's personal preference.
But
For
it
me,
shouldn't
it is a personal
ever
preference.
be like your first 3 like green flags, you know? Like if when you look at someone, you're like, they have this, this, and this. Like none of those 3 things should be height. Like
Right.
that should be like an after.
And that's fair. And that's fair. And because at that point, like, you're looking for character and not necessarily like the physical. But I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like the physical is a huge thing.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
sister was married for years, and her husband was like a foot shorter than her. And like, she was cool with it. And I'm just like, not my jam. Just not my jam. I'm not attracted to that. Or
They're
I have not.
short
I will say this. I have not been attracted to that yet.
You may need to date like a 5'9", like.
Oh, 5'9", I'm cool because
Okay,
I can still wear 3
oh my
inch
gosh,
stiletto,
you're
and at
still
least I can
short.
still see you eye to eye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe a short Italian is what you need to try.
A short Italian.
Yeah.
That's fine as long as
They're
it's
like angry, small,
as long as
masculine
Mama
men.
cooks. like food. So one of my my best friends, Darren Keene, says, not a question but more of a statement. Sex on the first night don't make you a hoe or easy. We grown and adults and we like to fuck. It is what it is.
And this like 80-20 back to like, you know, I feel like it's so annoying when like, you know, because for so long, okay, I feel like 5 years ago the dating game was a little different, no? Mm-hmm. So I feel like back then even, and even today, it's like girls will be like, oh, like, I don't normally fuck on their first date, which is, if you do, that's fine. Live your life. Put that pussy out on the line. But
Rap, bitch.
but like I feel like, you know, it definitely does affect the nature of like, and even like subconsciously, like I think between two people it does, especially for a guy, I think, because it just makes them, I mean, I'm gonna say easy because that's not what I mean, but it's the first word that's coming to my brain.
I feel like it's very different for every person.
It's very different.
I mean, I know some women who give it up on the first date and they're like, I did it because I have no intention of ever seeing him again. I wanted to get laid. I did, and it was cool.
Period.
I have men who are just like, we vibed really, really well, and sex is what it was because we're both grown and we're both adults.
Yeah.
But then you get the opposites of that too. You have women who go to their, you know, they get up after everything is done, whether it's like that night or the next morning. They're like, oh my God, I'm such a slut. And the men who are like, oh yeah, she was easy. And other people who are just like, yeah, fuck it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think that there's no overall blanket to it. I think it's very individual again. It's whatever you like is what you like. And if you're not into it, then you're not into it. But just, you know, be clear cut and transparent about your shit.
Yeah.
If that's what you like, if you're like, dude, I have no problem at all. And if we do it tonight and it was a really, really good vibe, I'm going to call you tomorrow.
And that's definitely a right statement, for sure. But I think
nobody has those conversations, or I can't say nobody, but a lot of people are too afraid to have that conversation. Again, different meanings to loyalty and keeping it real. If you're going to keep it real, then that means being very honest. It doesn't mean being an asshole, but just be honest about your shit. Just be honest.
And I only speak from like a few of my girls, and like myself even have definitely like felt the change, you know, like it was like we're both adults, we're both really feeling each other, but then there's just like this sexual connotation that like
now it's
over.
all about sex.
Now
and it was like, dude, we had
a
really good conversation at dinner last night, and yeah, that happened, but I don't want you to just call me to have sex. But then again, back to nobody had that genuine conversation about like, okay, so maybe we should hold off for a little bit because I really do enjoy your company. Or listen, I'm just that type of guy where if it happens tonight, it's cool and I'm not going to change up. But if that's who you are, then fucking own it. Like no matter where you are with that, just own it.
Just own that.
Stop taking away people's right to a choice. And again, I say it again, ladies, stop allowing them to do that shit. Like call a duck a duck. And that goes for everybody. Call a duck a duck.
Seriously. And also speaking on, if you should never wake up the next morning after fucking on a first date and feel like you're a slut, because if you did call yourself a slut, you did not come. Because how are you going to be a slut and orgasmed?
Yeah, you enjoyed that too much, honey. You was always, slut me out, daddy.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Why are some things a woman does to a man considered gay if the act is between a heterosexual couple? So somebody responded back to this. Because most of those guys are taught at early ages gay is bad or an insult towards someone.
I was going to say
societal. She responded back, yes, which I get, but what's gay about being free in your heterosexual relationship? Nothing gay about doing things with your woman. Respond.
I have like algebra moving around in my head.
Okay, so like you have a guy who he's heterosexual with his lady, and like he likes it when she eats his butt, but then he shies away from it. He's like, no, that makes me gay. Or other men who have never even had their asses licked before, but it's, nah, I'm not gay. You like women and you own that all day long. Why not be sexually exploratory? Like, I don't get it. Like, why put limits?
Okay, so, like, more so, like, butt play. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think that's just a lot of societal.
I agree.
Conforming to, you know, and just programming. Because, like, I fully know straight guys that have, like, butt plugs. And I'm like, my gosh. I'm like, I don't even have a butt plug.
I do.
But I mean, live your butt plug life. But
Butt plugs,
I don't
anal
think there's
beads, honey, it's
anything
all
like
fun.
gay about it. And like, I feel like the amount of like places that I've seen, especially on Twitter, with where straight men will put their dick. You shouldn't be too worried about anything coming back in the other side.
My producer's dying right now.
Never laughed so hard in this life. Here
So,
until
hold
next
on.
week.
So you said something about being a dominatrix.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a dominatrix?
I am more so a mistress, but yeah.
Can you come back and we can have like a whole conversation about this?
Yes, absolutely. Let's fully do it.
We're out of time, but this BDSM life, dominatrix, submissives,
Femdom. Yeah.
Okay, wait, can I have 5 more minutes? Okay, so really quick. Okay. Let's talk about this. Is it a look that you have? Do you advertise that you are all right with being a mistress?
I think it goes kind of along with just being a bad bitch.
You have men who legit are just like, I want to cower to you.
I literally laugh sometimes at how small they are.
And not even small penises, literally how small they are.
Just like, yeah, exactly.
And what is the purpose behind wanting that mistress? What is the psychology
psychological,
of
yeah.
it? Yeah.
I think it's one, giving up control. I think, again, playing into like, societal conformity,
Yeah.
I feel, and it honestly, sometimes I feel bad, like guys definitely do need to like let their feminine side out more, or, explore their butt,
Yep.
So I think it's a lot of just, being with someone, that is so open-minded and non-judgmental,
Okay.
Because there's plenty of stuff I've been like, oh, I don't want to do that, and they've always gone and found someone else. But I just think, it's a very freeing way to just be with yourself.
That's awesome. And sometimes, is it degrading, do you think?
For which part?
For either you or your sub?
I think that the second, that power scale shifts, I'm like, sorry, like, I'm not going to, like, work with you anymore.
No, I'm like, do they want you to degrade them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no,
Okay,
not at all. Not at all.
I mean,
no,
we're laughing at how small they are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And they enjoy that.
Oh, they love it. Yeah.
Wow. I think that's awesome. So we're going to have a whole part 2 to this. And I'm going to have some people come on. And I'm hoping to get a St. Andrew's cross at some point here. I'm going to shout out Mel Money and tell him to just watch out, bro, because we're coming for you. But I just want to say thank you so much for coming on. Where on social media can people find you?
Yamaj the Mirage on Instagram.
Okay, you're going to have to spell that out.
It's Jamie the Mirage.
The Mirage.
All backwards. Yeah.
Okay. So Jamie the Mirage backwards.
But yeah. So
okay.
Yamaj the Mirage. Yeah.
That's fucking
right.
dope. Wow.
Sometimes I amaze myself. So Yamaj the Mirage on
I
Insta.
made a new friend. I made a whole new friend today. Shout out to Coco for bringing you through. Oh my God.
She's my daddy.
I love her. I do. I love my Coco.
She's dominant towards me.
I believe it. She's frisked me on several occasions while we were trying to mic me up in season 1. It was fabulous.
She puts me in my place.
Oh, it was beautiful. Like, she would sit there, like, run her hand up my shirt, and I'd be like, yes, bitch. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
No,
Yeah.
she's
like smiling. She's like, oh my God.
She's like so daddy to me. She's like, you like that bitch? I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have her on here one of these days. She's coming.
We have to have her like standing in the corner with like
A microphone.
dominatrix whip.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait. All right, I'm not giving away any more deets to this, but just know that we got some shit that are going. We got some stuff that's about to go down.
It's gonna be a sex blowout.
A sex blowout?
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds really good for a season finale. Stay tuned for it, guys. You know where to find me. YouTube, unsexed _ the show on IG. You can follow me on Twitter at unsexed the show. And of course on Facebook, as usual, unsexed. And until next time, guys, keep it classy, sassy, and a little smart assy. We'll see you soon.